Hey guys, this is Gabriel Lorenzi from the Grupo Dicas, one of the largest travel blog networks in the world, and today I'm here to talk about car rental in Mendoza, how to get the best car for the best price, save a lot, is it worth renting, isn't worth it, do I hire an agency, do I transfer, taxi, Uber or whatever. We are here to clarify all these doubts and explain exactly how to make a good cheap car rental and whether it's really worth it or not. So guys, don't forget to give us a like, subscribe to the channel because that really helps us a lot, and let's go, buckle up. Well, let's talk about car rental in Mendoza. It's a very important subject. Mendoza is a city that's famous for its vineyards and for its part of the Andes, the mountains, these more adventurous tours a little bit further away from the city. So car rental was always very important in this trip, and it has always been the #1 option for tourists. There are people who end up not renting because sometimes they really don't like to drive, they are afraid of driving in another country, it's very common, or sometimes they don't know how to drive. Those people don't want to rent a car or can't. People, don't worry, you can get around there, you can get around with cabs, Uber, you can take the winery tours with an agency. You will pay a little bit more, but they will pick you up at your hotel and take you there, but the car is really the best option. If you can't rent a car, it's the best option for Mendoza. You will be able to explore the wineries, you will be able to go to the most remote places, you can even stay in a winery 30 kilometers from the center, which is very nice. I'll even leave the links, guys, that I'm going to mention here below in the description of the video, but there is a lot of nice wineries that you can stay that are further away, but you can go and enjoy. Everything's going to be in the description of the video, as I said, but this winery we stayed at 25 kilometers away from downtown. Look how beautiful it is, guys. You're right in the middle of the winery, so you have a car that's 2 or 3 minutes away from the main wineries. So with your car, you go around quickly. You can go to the center, which is 25 kilometers from there, and come back. The car works really well if you're staying in these places as well, so there are several options. Some people rent, some people don't, but in our opinion, if you can, we do recommend it, and it's worth it. To give you an idea, before the pandemic, the rental car for a 5-day trip, you pick it up at the airport, was about $250, then you divide it by the number of people traveling together. Today, after the pandemic, this value has increased a lot. Car rental around the world is higher, so the value is around $400. But the tendency is to go down again. In this video, we are going to leave a comparator that finds the best prices. These good prices that I'm seeing here are from a comparator that we use. I will explain exactly how it works, but it's just for you to have an idea more or less of the value and what's happening with the rental car market right now. So this is going to be very simple. Now, talking about the car, we say that the car is important because no matter where you stay in Mendoza, in the center, in the wineries, the car ends up being very good. Why is that? The city of Mendoza is beautiful, the wineries are sensational, most beautiful ones are far away from the center, so to visit the wineries you have to start there. If you want to visit the wineries, the car helps you a lot. It's very difficult to get transportation unless you do the tours with an agency. There is this option too, we will explain it here, but most people like to have the freedom to move around. There are mountains nearby. There is the highest mountain in the world. The region is too beautiful to be explored by car, so most people who go to Mendoza rent a car, and it's very cheap. Of the whole world, Argentina is one of the places that has the cheapest car rental. That's why people end up choosing it. It's cheaper and you have more freedom. Our tip: the best place to rent a car is at the airport. As soon as you arrive and go to your hotel, it's very easy. There are several car rental companies at the airport, and the golden tip, guys, to save money: first thing, don't rent there at the time, it's double the price. I'm not kidding. If you get there, it's double the price, and sometimes there's not even a car available. Book as early as possible. Again, advanced booking is important, and in your country, you can do everything on the internet. There's a website that's sensational. It's a tool that we discovered years ago. It's a car rental comparator. I'll leave the link here below, guys, just for you. You go there, you put Mendoza Airport, the number of days, and it does a searching all car rental companies at the airport and shows you all the prices. People, this is sensational because you end up having a quick search and you already see the cheapest prices. They have cheaper prices than if you go to the car rental company's own website because they are the biggest in the world. They have a lot of negotiation there with them, so the prices are really very good. It's the cheapest place, we always do it there. Give preference to the big car rental companies, the well-known ones, to avoid any problems, but this website is very good. I'm going to leave it here, guys, down here in the description of the video. You just need your valid driver's license and a credit card, so if you have these two documents you can rent there, no problem at all. The roads are good, they are very easy to drive, you just have to be careful because sometimes the dirt roads close to the wineries may not be so well signposted. But we stayed calm, we had no problem getting around there by car, so I'm sure you're gonna get around just fine with no problem if you rent a car. And the tolls, you can rest assured that most of the rental companies already put a sticker there that's like a free pass. You pass through the tolls easily, and then at the end when you return the car, they charge the tolls from your credit card, and they are not expensive either. I remember that the tolls were much cheaper than I thought they would be, so it is not a big cost that you have to worry about. I remember it was pretty cheap, so really don't worry about that, guys. And the question I received the most about car rental in Mendoza: oh, Gabriel, but I'm going to drink, what do I do? Am I going to drive? To be very honest, we didn't see any police, people didn't report police, breathalyzer inspections, nothing. But it's logical that there's a big question of security, common sense, so what did we do? One day during the trip, a person does not drink, or at least only tastes the wines, tries a little bit, then eats, stays there for a while, enjoying the winery until the time of alcohol has passed, all within common sense and safety. Of course, you can't drink and drive away because the roads there are good, but you always run the risks. So have common sense. Be aware, reverse it. When you go with a couple, it's more difficult. But if you go with friends, you will have 4 people. Each winery you visit, you will have to slow down. One of you will not drink, drive, and then change in the next day. You can take turns and do it in a nice way, but always, for the love of God, guys, safety first. Do an agreement with your friends. See which one's going to drink, who is not going to drink that day, and then you change later. But for God's sake, don't drink and drive. Regardless if you rent a car or not, you have to know exactly where you're going to be located. In order to enjoy the best of the city of Mendoza, we made a video about where to stay in Mendoza. Watch it later because it's very detailed. But to sum up, the center is a very indicated region, especially for those who are not going to rent a car, but even for those who do, you are close to everything. It's a place that has restaurants, bars, supermarkets, the park is beautiful, there is a huge park to visit, so it's a very nice place. I'll leave here, guys, as always, the link below in the description of the video, the link for the map of this region with the best hotels already available for you to check on the best hotel searcher that we also use, and also the hotels that we stayed there that are very good. There is one that's top 5 stars, and there's another one that was half the price that it's very good and super well located as well. Take a look, but try to stay in a good location, that's gonna help you a lot. And if you don't want to rent a car, there's also a very good option. You can hire a tour company there. There's a very nice company that we met. I'll leave their contact info below in the description and in the comment section. But there is also a website that sells separate tours for you to buy on your own. It's a little bit cheaper. I'll leave everything here below, guys, for you to choose and search. But this agency is very nice, and so is this website. They do the tours to the wineries. They pick you up at your hotel, take you to the winery, return you to the hotel. It's nice for those who want to drink a lot and don't want to drive. For those who don't have a car, there is a tour to the high mountain, which is very famous. It's the highest mountain in the southern hemisphere. People, this tour is surreal. It's very cool. Try to do it. You can do it with an agency as well as on this website here, which also indicates it's very good. But don't miss this high mountain tour, which is very cool. It's the highest mountain in the southern hemisphere. It's a surreal scenario. It's amazing. And now we're going to get ready here because we're going to make videos about the wineries in Mendoza, what to do in Mendoza, how to travel cheaply in Mendoza. There's a lot of cool stuff. Stay tuned, guys. Watch the videos that are going to be good. And that's it, guys. I hope you liked the video. If you like it, please don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to the channel, because that really helps us a lot. And be sure to watch the other videos that are very good. I'll leave the one about how to travel cheaply to Mendoza, which is very good, very cool, and here below the playlist with all the other videos for you to watch and enjoy. So thank you very much, guys, and have nice trips.